So I'm off on another walking adventure. Oh, we got our van back and had it for a little over a day. And the water pump that they just put in started gushing water out and leaking again. So we had to take it back. And they said it would be next week until they were able to get to it. Today, let me adjust this. Today I have to walk to the post office. I have to ship a couple of things that were due out yesterday or today, so I have no choice. It's about a 48-minute walk, according to Google Maps. There's a station, a convenience store across the street, so I'm going to sit and have a cup of coffee afterwards, take my time coming back. Okay. Find my way through the woods here. I think I know where I'm going. Not 100% sure. All of a sudden everything looks different. I think I've switched to another reality. Oh, here we go. Anyway, that's what I'm doing today. Very distraught about my van. Still can't find the key to the other car, and because it's over 10 years old, the dealership can't make a key for it. So we're not sure what we're going to do about that. Anyway, again, I'm just thankful that I'm healthy enough to be able to walk this far. I had to cancel my cardiologist appointment. Well, it wasn't cardiologist, I had a CT scan today. And I was going to walk the other way and get on a bus to go to the hospital, but found out that their schedule was different today. They go to a completely different route, different time. So that wouldn't work. I was all ready to go. My wife came out and said, their schedule's different today. You're not going to be able to get to the hospital on time. So I had to cancel that. And that was a very important thing for me because I want to see how my heart looks and all that after not really exercising like I should and eating halfway decent. See what has happened over the last 6 years in and around my heart. So anyway, I'm down on this familiar highway and I'm about to start walking, so I'll see you soon. So I start my little journey going uphill. Nice. There's still some of the trees that were down from Helene when it swept through here a while back. Look at that big tree there. And all these trees. Tree up there fell over. Yeah, this was a mess through here. All through western North Carolina was a mess. More trees down. Everywhere you look, there's trees down. There's more trees down over there. There's trees down there. All over the place. If you've watched a few of my videos, you might know that I have claustrophobia. I can't ride an elevator unless it has windows, like the glass panes that you can see out, or I start having a panic attack. When I was about 3 years old, 4 years old, something like that, I used to have a dream. It was a recurring dream. And I've talked about some of my other dreams, but this is another dream I had that was kind of odd. I used to dream that I was in a glass capsule, very small glass capsule. And I was sinking beneath the water like the ocean. I was looking upwards at the light, the sunlight. I could see it rippling on the waves above me. I remember looking up though, just flailing around, trying to reach the sunlight above me. And, man, I was encapsulated in this, like I said, this glass capsule. I'm tired. It's getting hard to talk. I'm very cold. And I would go further down, further down, further down. The light would get dimmer and dimmer and dimmer until it was pitch black, and I would usually scream or something to wake myself up. I had that dream all the time. And I don't know what that was, but it could be somehow connected to my claustrophobia, but I'm not exactly sure how. Look at all those trees down there. Just tons of trees. Look at that. All through there, there's trees down. But anyway, I've always associated that with my claustrophobia. I'm not looking forward to that incline up there. I'm going down a little bit now, but I have to start going up pretty soon. You have to wonder how many of these drivers are texting when they go by you. This truck just went by, like a work truck, and I was watching it from quite a ways away, you know, maybe 100 yards, and it kept coming across the white line right here. You know, the one that's right next to me here. It kept coming over, so I had to step about 5 feet onto the grass just to be sure. I can tell you now, this is a lot more difficult walk than going the other way toward the car repair shop and Dollar General. A lot of uphill walking here in freezing temperatures, and I've walked a lot this week. Boy, this is a lot. That big dump truck was coming toward me, and it slowed down instead of going by me really fast. I thought that was cool. Some people don't care. They don't get over at all. I mean, if no cars are coming from the other way, and they could, they don't. They just go whizzing right past you. Their mirror sometimes, you know, on this side of the road is like a couple feet from you. But then most people are very cool about it. They get over a little further if no one's coming from the other direction, and most get over, even if somebody's coming, they get over a little bit. Okay, off in the distance you see those traffic lights. You may not be able to see them, but that's where I have to go to, basically. A little over to the right of that. And I have 20 minutes until the post office closes. So I picked up my pace a little bit, because if I don't get to the post office before they close, they're closed from 12 to 2 p.m., 2-hour lunch. So I'll have like over 2 hours to sit having coffee at the gas station. Okay, close the gap quite a bit, almost there. You know, if it wasn't for the cold air, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal walking. I mean, my legs are a little exhausted from prior walking experiences, but you know, it's okay. Whew, time to unzip this jacket. I'm starting to sweat. Woo, yeah. And I'm almost there, almost to the store. I made the cut across that road. I'll take a short cut through the parking lot of the store to the post office over there, and then I will come back to the store for coffee and a snack and rest. Before I start the journey back, I'll probably sit and rest for about an hour, just chill out for a bit. Okay, now I'll go get a cup of coffee. About to walk in the store. I started sweating like profusely when I stopped walking. Wow. It's like somebody turned on the faucet. Okay, I got my coffee and my little snack. It's one of these places that has a little bit of outdoor seating out here, a little bit of indoor seating, and they serve alcohol. But I sometimes come here and get coffee and sit. They don't mind. Old rock quarry. I remember it's been about 20 years ago, 20 years ago, but I'm not sure if that rock quarry, I don't know if it's still active or not, but it definitely was back then, because we had, when we first moved up here, we just had a little single wide mobile home on our land, and we lived maybe a mile and a half up the road, and they blasted one day, and it sounded like a big rig truck had run into the side of our trailer, and the trailer shook and everything. And the store here used to be another store, another smaller store, and it blew the doors open. It was incredible. Like I said, we live a mile and a half or so away, and it just like shook our little single wide, like something had just ran right into it. Anyway, I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my coffee and my Pop-Tart and just kind of cool down. I couldn't stay inside, it was too hot. Out here it's nice and cool. Now if I walk that way, it'd be shorter, I think, but the road is very small and it's 2-lane. But if you go that way, you have to walk on the road, and I think the chances of getting ran over or hit by a car probably increases like 1.5% or something. So I'll probably go that way. My wife just called and said someone from our Sunday school class called and wanted to know what time my C-scan was. So she had to tell them it was canceled because, I'm on a prayer group, our Sunday school class. So she had to text everybody. Well, it's like a group text in our Sunday school because, I don't want them to think I'm having it today and pray for me, really, and then it's like find out Sunday that it was canceled. I really appreciate the prayer groups and things like that. It's so supportive. I didn't have that prior to last December. I didn't have that because I didn't go to church and I didn't have any friends or anything, really. I have the one friend I go to coffee with every now and then, but that's only every now and then. Now, going to church on Wednesday night and Sunday, it's really cool having this support group. And that's why, I know a lot of people, I see YouTube videos like I quit going to church because I'll never go back to church because, well, it's because you haven't found the right church. That's my opinion. Because if you find the right church, you're not going to be making YouTube videos saying I'm not going to go ever to church again, or I'm not going to church because, or I quit church because. You won't do that. You find the right church and you're not going to be making that kind of a video. Because I went to a church a long time ago with a girlfriend at the time, and it was a horrible experience, preaching hell and damnation and criticizing you if you listen to country music or rock and roll. It was just ridiculous. It was terrible. Made you feel like you're 1 inch tall and you had to go crawling out, just groveling out, of the church. Yeah, I would never go back to that church. But God spoke to my wife and told her to take us to this specific church on this specific day. And we've been going ever since. I think we've missed 1 or 2 days, and that's when, we missed a day when we went on our cruise, I know, and I think we missed a day when we went to see the eclipse. So it's an incredible experience when you find the right church. It really is. Finding the right church can change your life, and for the better. The people there are so loving, supportive, and they're like family. That's just all there is to it. And it's the family of God, But yeah, I hate seeing these videos where people say they'll never go to church again, or because of this or because of that. It's like, man, they have a bad experience and then they just don't go back. I had a bad experience and it took me over 20 years to go back. God ordered it, so we didn't have a choice. And I'm glad he did. He knew what we needed, even though we didn't. So I'm gonna finish my coffee, my Pop-Tart, and I guess I'll get back on the road eventually. I think I'll sit here for like another 15-20 minutes though. Alright, take care guys. Heading back. Gonna take my time getting back, not gonna be as quick paced as I was. Everything's mailed, drank coffee, ate snack, and I can just be leisurely on the way back. 12:43. So let's see how long it takes me to walk leisurely back to the house. Somebody lost a spark plug. How do you lose a spark plug? Dead bird. Ho, ho, the mistletoe, not hung where you can see. Oh, better stay off the road for a little bit. Here comes a big rig. Hey, Hyundai, Honda, whatever, grill. $15.95. Leave me a comment down below and I'll send it to you. $15.95 special. I'm kidding. I'd be in trouble with my two boys because both of them could identify that symbol, that H, whether it was Honda or Hyundai or however you pronounce it. They would know. Oh my gosh. I have no idea. Looked like an H to me. Oh, there's a poor deer. Got hit by a car. There's all kind of like car parts out here and different things. I don't know if they're just falling off when you're driving down the road or if there's wrecks out here in the middle of the highway. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of parts though. The most common trash that I see out here, unfortunately, is beer bottles and beer cans. Lots of people are drinking and driving. Wow, that's extreme trash. Goodness. What that is, part of the car. Man, I could gather up all these car parts that I'm seeing and open up a used car parts place. Like parts of the body of vehicles, not so much mechanical, but like parts of the body everywhere. Finally found something I'm gonna pick up. 7/16 wrench. Oh, there's some sockets. They're very rusty. Actually, I think I'll just put them over here on this and maybe somebody will see them that lost them and they can come get them. I doubt they'll see it and come back or whatever, but maybe somebody else will find it that needs it more than me because I don't need them. I have plenty of that kind of stuff. A lot of tools. Well, anytime I see a dump truck coming down the road, yeah, I'll step a little bit off the road because those things are big. Even with my superpowers, I don't think I could stop one of those. It's been probably a half hour at least on my journey back, my casual stroll. It's been a lot nicer though. A lot of dead things too. There's another dead bird. It's like the 5th bird I've seen. I'll spare you. That one didn't look too good. Another roadkill. I have no idea what it looks like. A deer. That was morbidly gross. Like it didn't have back legs or anything. Goodness. What's that all about? Traveling 1.5 to 2 miles per hour, you can see a lot more than you can when you're riding in a car going 50. There's a lot more than I thought around here. Trees down and things like that. Let me get off the road. Here comes a big dump truck. Whatever that was. I guess it wasn't a dump truck. I've also probably seen a dozen small liquor bottles. Just little small ones. Probably at least a dozen coming back. What that's all about. Backhoe, digging some dirt, putting it in the back of a dump truck. You want to see? Here we go, loading it up. Now, if it was any other time but winter, I'd have to be looking for copperheads and rattlesnakes. And looking for copperheads and rattlesnakes would make this journey a lot more difficult. Because I don't like rattlesnakes and copperheads. They're very, very prevalent in this area. I'm almost home. I'm almost to the back drive where I can walk up the side of the mountain and get to the house very soon, in up a couple minutes. It was 1:23. I can't remember what time I started, if it was 12:40, I don't know, 12:43? No, 1:43. I don't know. Go back and look. I have no idea. But it probably took me longer. I'll be home in about 3 minutes after I trudge through the woods here. So anyway, I'm gonna go. Thanks for bearing with me. Appreciate you guys. Remember, God is good. God bless you guys. And take care. I'll see you soon. Oh, this is the hard part. Whew. My legs are burning. Burn, baby, burn. Whew. And so we come out the back and walk on the highway as opposed to going out the front. We'd have to walk on that 2-lane road I mentioned earlier. So this is a lot better, a lot safer. Whew. Yeah, there is a bear that lives in these woods somewhere. We have a lot of deer, or at least some deer. I'm not sure how many, but I know we have at least one bear. It's my house way up there. That's my fire ring. We have a back fire ring and a front fire ring. We have 2 fire rings in our yard that we can have campfires, cookouts, that type of thing. Okay. Whew. This always gets me. Whew. It's in disarray. We haven't cleaned it up since Helene hit. Chairs are all everywhere. They're supposed to be around the rocks right there. The campfire area.